Hello, and thank you for joining us.
Hello,
Today,
everyone. Hi.
we are going to be talking about, we had a really cool suggestion last week. Someone said, I'm trying to remember who, said, why don't we talk about AI? Because, even if we're not using AI a lot, then, we can all just learn together. So, and we'll talk about other stuff too. We'll just chew the fat, but should we just say hello to who's here while I'm cleaning my glasses?
Sure.
Oh,
I see my friend Raju is in the chat, otherwise known as Radley Holmes. Hello, Raju. And our friend Cheryl is in the chat, and Debbie, Sue, and Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Who else do you all see?
That's who I see. Cheryl is here.
Yeah. Right?
Okay, guess what I've been a little bit slow to the party, and I've just realized just today that Debbie Sue writes her own stories.
Yes.
I'd kind of missed that bit because I saw someone say in the comments, Debbie Sue, you should really publish these. I'm like, I just assumed that she was reading them. Debbie, I just assumed that you were reading stories that really touched you and that you really loved. I didn't quite know. I don't know if you talk about it a lot that you've written the stories, but I was really impressed.
Yes, very.
Very impressive.
Hey, Dave and Dr. Ninja Turtle. Hey, guys. Thanks for popping in for as long as you can swing by. We really appreciate that. So today we're just gonna kick off our little just hangout with talking about how do we use AI to help us with our channels. And we may not be using AI very much. Some people might be using AI quite a lot, but it's a good topical topic. So who wants to go first? Who wants to go first? And please, in the chat, please do tell us, what you're doing with AI, how you use it.
Well, I might have the least to say on this particular topic, so I'll go first if that's okay. I don't do much at all with AI yet, and it was a really big deal for me to make some thumbnail pics using AI. And they're fun and they're cute, and that's great, but I haven't done anything else with AI myself. So I don't have a lot to contribute on that topic, but I'm here to learn from our friends and from the chat. Hi, Candy K.
So tell us, because we've noticed that you've got these, would you call them like they're graphics? So they're a little bit cartoony?
Sure.
Would you describe them as, yeah, or graphics? They're quite graphical, aren't they? Not cartoony. They're more just kind of graphic, like, I don't know, like it's quite, it's a very distinct style. So how do you make that with AI, Paula?
Well, actually, cartoony is a good word because all I did was go to ChatGPT and say, I want a cartoony version of this picture of me. And I put the picture in, and ChatGPT gave me the cartoony versions. But Candy K is in the chat. She made my very popular Mrs. Paula Does Retirement Dishwashing Diaries. That little avatar or character, whatever you call it. Candy K made that for me. And that's the one I most often use on my dishwashing diaries lives and videos. So thank you to Candy K for that.
I love that branding.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good bit of branding. And so do you have to upload a photo of yourself, or did the chat, was it ChatGPT?
Yes, I just put in a photo, and ChatGPT took over and made the little cutesy cartoony version. The one that Candy K made for me is much more real looking and much more age appropriate. And I don't know if I ever asked Candy K how she made that one for me, but she sent it to me quite some time ago, and I really like it.
Nice. Can you see her comment there?
I can. Thank you, Candy K. I love it. Thank you very much.
She's been a perfectionist for you.
Yes.
You've got team Mrs. Paula working for you, Paula.
Thank you. Candy K is a great help. I learn a lot from her whenever I watch her channel. Very kind to share. What's the phrase? She's not a gatekeeper, or she doesn't do gatekeeping. Is that the right phrase for YouTube? She shares her knowledge with everyone who cares to tune in, and I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Nice.
Candy K.
Nice. And so what about like titles or anything like that? Do you ever, like if you're wondering what to call a video, will you jump into ChatGPT and just ask, or do you just, what your title is and you run with that?
Me personally, I use ChatGPT a lot for that. Yeah. It's so easy, and I ask for an SEO friendly version of description and a title, and it spits out, as you all I'm sure know, spits out all kinds of things for me to look at, and then I could tweak it to make it a little more me. So yeah, I do use ChatGPT quite a bit. So I guess more than I thought, actually. What about someone else?
Oh, I've just got Mike here saying I've only used AI for a thumbnail photo of a lady sitting on a toilet. Oh, you couldn't easily find someone who would agree to that, Mike.
That thumbnail, yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was a real lady.
Yeah. The famous
Yeah.
video and thumbnail. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
we've got Goodish. I asked AI to help me make a logo, and it suggested 3 designs and a free website. And did you go with any of those, Goodish? Candy K, I'll be showing free AI on the Sunday edition of Shop Talk with 3 live Q&A for content creators, creators supporting creators. Nice.
Wonderful.
So what about you, Rhonda? And Rhonda, who's drinking?
And Rhonda. I use ChatGPT. I use it quite a bit. For different things, like if I have a title, but I'm not quite sure about a thumbnail, or, I'll put in there that what the video is about, give me thumbnail ideas or whatever. I do that quite a bit. Sometimes I'll ask for the whole thing. I'll say, hey, I got somebody that wants, or it's from the inspiration part of YouTube, and I'll have it, I'll just put it in there and say, write me a script, description, SEO, title, thumbnail, and the whole thing. And it prints out the whole thing. And it kind of gets my creative stuff going around that. And then I'll write my own content from that. I'll use it to get those kind of ideas. Also, in December, I put in there, I asked it if it would review my channel and give me a plan for 2026. And I told it what I wanted to do. Like I wanted to do more series, what topics would, I don't know, whoever. I can ask him to name himself. My son told me that's what he did with his. He asked, hey, what do you want your name to be? And ChatGPT gave itself a name. So there's really some cool things to do with that. I've used it to figure out where's the best place to maybe sell some furniture, or, a lot of other things besides just my channel. But the channel stuff, but it spit me out a whole plan with topics and from my channel of what had worked really well for me in the past. And it was really good. And so that's mainly what I use it for. Had some fun with it. Like I was telling y'all last week, I asked it, if I asked Rhonda to help me with loneliness, what would she tell me? And just told me all kinds of stuff. And I just kept asking it. Finally, it said, why are you asking me? You're Rhonda. I was like, oh, he's got a little bit of an attitude here.
A little sassy.
Yeah, a little sassy. I guess maybe because I'm sassy. Do they pick
Maybe
up
so.
personality? But if you continue to use it, it begins to learn your language, your speak, your, kind of all of that sort of stuff, which has really helped with a lot of different things. But I take all of that, and then I take what I like and leave the rest, and I write my content, if I do use it for a outline or a script or anything like that, because I found if I try to use that script, I come off as wooden or whatever. I don't know. And I just do better if I, but it has given me some extra bullet points in some content that I already had and had an extra bullet point that I thought was really good, and then just put my spin on it. That's how I use it.
Yeah. And so do you print out the script or the framework or the bullet points or something, and do you just sort of have that nearby and you just sort of reference to it so you make sure you're going through what you want to cover?
I'll go through it and I might highlight a couple of points that it's made that I hadn't thought of. I make notes on the other side, and then I take an index card and I put, my bullet points on an index card, and that's what I reference. I don't reference that script because it gets me off. I do better if I speak on my experience and from off the cuff. I call it riffing. Is that what you call it, Karen?
Yeah, riffing. Yeah.
I do better.
That's what we do in New Zealand.
But some of that, if I'm having trouble collecting the thoughts or putting them in a flow, that's when I'll go to ChatGPT and say, hey, this is my topic. These are my bullet points. Can you put this in a better flow for me? And it does it.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing. When I struggle with something, then I'll use it.
Yeah.
I haven't done the pictures yet. My son keeps telling me I need to put pictures in it,
Yeah. The interesting thing about
you can take a picture of like written thing and it will put it in a document for you.
Ooh, I haven't tried that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He uses it all the time. So,
I've tried putting my photo in and saying, can you put this kind of background in? And it does change your photo. So, like in a bad way, you know what I mean? You're just like, whoa, I don't want people to see that version of me. That's wake up me or something, like.
Karen, what does it do with the bun, Karen? What does AI do with the bun?
I think it kind of leaves the bun, like I don't think people would detect any, minute changes in the bun arrangement. But it's just, so it's just more like, that's me, just, like that's how I wish I didn't look, and then I do look in the mirror, the bathroom, the toilets during the day. I just tend to just avoid the mirror, you know what I mean? Because I'm just so tired, wrung out in my job. I'm telling you, it's just hot and dry and smelly and it's depressing. But you know what? I'm lucky to have a job. I'm lucky to have a job, right? Like that's really important to have a job. But the photo, they change the photo. It just can't lift you off and put you into anything. So, but that'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what you think, Rhonda, whether it changes you in a way.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah. What about you, Evie? How do you use AI?
I don't, and I haven't.
Right. So you don't. No, I thought that you didn't. So you've never do you use ChatGPT for anything at all? Will you go there for just anything?
I did. I have a Ringcon ring, one of those. It's a tracker, like a sleep tracker, and so on. And I was having trouble with the battery life, and I went on YouTube to see if anybody had any suggestions, and it said that Aura Ring had taken a couple of companies, I guess, to court over them being copied, and Ringcon was one of them. And I guess it got settled. Ringcon is still in business, but I did go in and ask chat, like, hey, are they still in business? Because if I was going to buy another one, because this one doesn't work, I wasn't going to go with a company that had recent trouble. And they pretty much told me exactly what the YouTube video told me. So that was my experience with ChatGPT. It just kind of like surfs the net, so you don't have to go, well, who said this? Is it reliable? They kind of break it down on what they found.
Mm. So is that ring, do you wear it to bed or do you wear it all day?
I wear it 24 hours a day. So I was having heart rate issues.
Yeah.
And just especially when I was working, I would just be at my desk sitting, and I'd been there for like an hour, and all of a sudden I could feel it and I could look, and it was 135 a minute. And that's pretty fast. So that was the real reason for getting it. And it's really worked out well for me.
Yeah. So what do you do to get your heart rate down in a hurry? Because obviously you're trying to do that.
They put me on beta blockers for a little while, and then I got out of this stressful environment and it corrected itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you go to the doctor and she says, you need to do something about your heart rate. I'm like, what?
I think that's the doctor's job, to tell you what to do about your heart rate. We would hope the doctor would do that.
Right.
Yeah.
God, I hope no one saw my pajama pants just then, but I'm sure you might have.
I saw the pants. I didn't know they were pajama pants.
I missed it.
Just our leisure pants. So Cheryl uses ChatGPT, vidIQ, Canva, and now Suno for music. Okay, what do you use ChatGPT for, Cheryl? See you, Kendi K. Thanks for joining. Yeah. So for me, yes, I use ChatGPT I use vidIQ. I've got the basic paid plan. So I will definitely, when I'm uploading a video, I'll use it for scoring the title. So I'll use ChatGPT to try and like get the right title with some searchability. You know, you try to like look for like, I don't know, just what's a description and everything like that for good searchability and stuff. And then when I get into vidIQ, I'll look for it to like rate my title. And if it comes up with a better one that I think fits the video, I'll try that. The interesting thing I tried this week was I switched out a thumbnail. So I used AI to help me like formulate, like just show me mock-ups. This is what I'm looking for. Can you show me some good, like, it comes up with like 3 options in the words, and then I just say, can you show me a visual mock-up of just anyone? So I did that. I just switched out. So first of all, I made a thumbnail working with AI, and I did like 50 little changes of it all along the way, just staying up really late. And the AI that I was working with just said, I think this is the best thumbnail because you've got the 3 main elements, blah, blah, blah. And then I thought after a day or so, when I thought, I didn't really like the thumbnail, to be honest. So when it wasn't like, I thought, look, it's not really doing much for me anyway. It's not really getting many clicks and things like that. So what's the harm in just swapping it out? So then I went to another mock-up that another AI had come up with the previous week. So I actually just grabbed that and went into Canva, and I made that with me in it, and I used that, and that has gone from 2.2 click-through rate, 2.2 is it percent click-through rate, to 3.5 or something, or 3.4. So it's like it's jumped up in click-through rate. So I think, okay, that's just showing that regardless of whether people end up by watching any of the video, I think it's getting the click a little bit more. So but that's a change for me this week, to kind of realize that after I put all my faith and trust in that first AI, and it just said, this is it, this is the one, ship this one, upload it now. But I didn't really like it. and it just didn't sort of go that well. And it just made me think to myself, okay, use it for opinion, but I don't have to feel like I'm going to put all my trust in it. But then if you don't think it goes very well, no big deal. You can just make some changes or upload another one. But that was an interesting experiment.
Mm-hmm.
So Cheryl's got title ideas mostly. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, do we have anything more to add really on the whole kind of how much AI we use for our channels, or not really? Do we have anything more that we want to chat about with that?
Nothing else from me. I'm just not doing a whole lot with it yet. I don't know that I ever will. I still think it's a bit sketchy when I put a new request in Chat GPT and it will feed something back to me and say, this really goes well with your channel. I'm like, what? You know about me and my channel? So it's always a bit of a shock to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you mean it's a shock that it remembers that you've got a channel? Yeah.
To me, it is a shock. Yeah, I'm still not used to it.
I know. Because especially if you're not in there very much, then when you go back in and you're like, oh, this is feeling like Alexa in my house or something like that. Mm-hmm. Hey, Mike. All right, Mike, we want to know how you are using AI in your channel. So, yeah, and how else did I think as well? I tell you what else I did too. I actually screenshotted my analytics. And so when I was going to make when I went back after the first thumbnail that this particular AI had said, this is great, I went back with screenshots of my analytics and just said, oh, look, this is my analytics. What do you think? And it just said, oh, look, YouTube, they're definitely like testing it. It was very interesting to see the numbers just move around when it just said, this shows that YouTube have been testing this and pushing out to browse or whatever. But I actually said to it, I really don't even think it's a very good thumbnail. But it literally just came back going, the first thing it said was, oh no, here are the problems with that thumbnail. So I'm just kind of like, well, hang on, I mean, it's ridiculous, really, right? Like, here's me not taking responsibility from all my actions. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, what was the other thing? Oh, yes, I put my analytics in just to say, can you just sort of help me understand those few things? So it's good to see, like, it can read photos, like screenshots, and just go, oh yeah, blah blah. So yeah,
that's good to know.
I think it's kind of like a people pleaser, because
does he need therapy, Rhonda? Does he need some therapy?
Yes,
he needs some therapy. I mean,
because if you got a deal for it,
it's always, like it. That's a great idea, or that
is true.
That's wonderful for your channel, and just blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, look, I need you to kick my rear end about this.
Right. It's like asking your mom if you look nice, and of course she's going to say you do.
Does my butt look big in this dress? What's that? It's going to be, well, that's a nice dress.
That is true, Rhonda. I've noticed that as well.
I got to feeling like that. And so whenever, I need you to review my channel, and I need you to do some constructive criticism and be, gut honest about some of the things I need to change. And it was a little more direct, but still it seems like it's placating to me.
Oh,
I'm going to remember that, because I put in an idea I wasn't really sure about it all, and it fed me back that same spiel like, oh, yes, this goes with your channel and your personality. And I was like, but yeah, people pleaser, you're right. I'm glad you pointed that out.
When someone gets me, yeah. But Sam Altman, who owns OpenAI with ChatGPT, he's been really challenged on that he's made something that just is just a big, simpering sycophant, basically, you know what I mean? Whereas I can see that Cheryl is asking up here, has anyone tried Grok or Gemini? So I was thinking exactly the same thing. I haven't tried Grok yet, But apparently, I mean, have you, Cheryl, who's tried Grok? Apparently it like sticks it straight to you, like Elon Musk styles. Mike
I don't even know what that is. What is it? Grok?
Yeah, so that's Elon Musk's AI that he's invented. And so it's very good for combing Twitter as well. Like, I've never gone there before, but apparently it's just like completely unfiltered, you know? So Gemini, no, I haven't tried Gemini either. Have you, Cheryl? Mike's saying that he uses it for title description and title ideas, video ideas. Yeah, just totally does. Yeah, I literally asked it something this morning. I was asking if the improvement in my click-through rate, I literally just said, I'm going to ask you a question now, and I don't want you to be overly positive. I just want some honesty. So it comes back saying the right thing. And then I just said, I went from this click-through rate to that click-through rate. You know, what's the read on that? Is that a small positive shift or whatever? So it came back quite tempered, you know. I was actually pleased with it. It just kind of goes, hey, yes, it's a positive step in the right direction. Nothing too dramatic, but what it means is that it's a 50% improvement. So instead of if you got 300 views before, you might now get 450 or something like that. Do you know what I mean? It just kind of gave me a bit more sort of moderate kind of facts. Yeah.
I still think it works best just to look at a video that has a lot of views on it and look at their thumbnail and look at their title, because they've got the picture, whatever it is part of the description. The words on the picture are another part, and your title is another part. And I don't think that the same word is supposed to be used in both the thumbnail part and the title. And if it says, you know, like if you're going to talk about a pink horse and you hold the pink horse up, there's no need to put pink horse in either of those, because people aren't stupid. They can see that you're holding a pink horse. So that's what I would kind of do, I guess, is like with the kind of art stuff I'm going for now, I think the messier the thumbnail is, the more people like it. Like, that's because art is messy, and they don't want like a pristine area. They want to see somebody that gets in there and they've got, you know, paint up to their elbows or whatever. I mean, I could be wrong. I haven't been doing it that long, but.
Interesting. You'll have to keep us posted on that.
I mean, but haven't we all seen thumbnails that just look like screen grabs, or they're even a little bit blurry, you know, like they look really like the person hasn't done what I've done, which I might have sweated like 50 times over a thumbnail.
Yes.
And like it, you know what I mean? But there's a bit of an effortlessness about it, right? Like it's not desperate looking. Hey.
What about the completely gray screen or the completely black screen? And it'll say, don't watch this, or I'm deleting this in 12 hours. And you're like, don't click on it. But dang it, I click on it. They threw the bait out and I grabbed it.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully no scammers are watching this and like, you know, scoping out for potential victims.
Hopefully not.
I've never seen that. I've never seen just one color on a thumbnail.
Oh, really? I saw one today. It was completely gray.
And what did the title say?
I don't remember. I was like, don't click. Keep going.
Well,
it's like less for me. Less is more. The curiosity will get me. Whether if I see a thumbnail with a bunch of words and a bunch of stuff in the picture and a bunch of stuff in the title, I'm like, well, I don't need to watch the video. I know what it's about. But if you leave a little bit of mystery, for me, that's what's going to make me want to click is, are they talking about this, or are they going to talk about that? And if I really like the person, I'll listen to what they have to say. I try not to click and then just go away from a video. I try to give it a chance, you know, especially if it's somebody I haven't watched before.
Right.
Yeah, I think what do they call it? A curiosity loop or something, eh? Like you just need to try and evoke some curiosity with your thumbnail. They're supposed to work together, apparently.
I have a bit of a go ahead.
No, you go.
I have a bit of a guilt issue clicking off of videos. Now, if it's the great big whoopie-doo YouTube gurus, I don't care because they got lots of money and lots of watch hours and all that. But if it's a smaller channel like mine and they're on their way up, once I click on it, I feel like I have to at least play it. I feel, is that just me? Does anybody else? Surely there's a new term for that, like YouTube video guilt complex or something. Like, unless it's just offensive, I feel kind of bad clicking off of it without at least playing it through.
I think
it feels the same way. Thank you, Goodish.
Yeah, I think it's empathetic in a sense of loyalty, like just, contributing some good.
Yeah.
Support.
A pity watch. Goodish says gets a pity watch. I love that.
What is it?
A pity watch.
A pity watch.
A pity watch.
No, a pity watch would be if the video was like you know what I mean? Just you weren't really enjoying it, maybe, right? But hands up if you'll take a pity watch.
I'll take it. Pity watch hours. Who wants those? I'll take some.
Yeah. All pity watch people join here.
Goodish, that is so funny. I love that.
Yeah. That's a really funny sense of humor.
What
I put up yesterday should do well, except the item I'm holding up looks like a dirty dish rag. Why YouTube ever chose that image, I don't know. So did you pick from, is it 3 that they're still picking for us? Like if you don't upload your own thumbnail, or does it just pop up 1 and then you can say no, regenerate or something? Because I thought it might have like popped up 3 choices initially. Oh, picked for me that time. Okay, right. Did you make the video on your phone? Could you have done a screenshot on your phone and then uploaded that? Or does that feel like it's quite a technical thing to do? Because it kind of is a technical thing to do, but I'm just wondering if anyone's giving me pity watches now. We're happy to be ignorant in our pity watch friends.
Ignorance is bliss.
Anytime. If you're talking in your video and then you do something like this, you show something for a certain amount of seconds, that will be one of the suggestions that they will give you of your 3 for your thumbnail. I don't know if you've ever seen Dee of Doug and Dee Retired. She changed it to Sarcasm and Salad, I think is her channel name. But she'll do that if she's cooking. She'll go like this. She'll go, thumbnail, and sure enough, that's what it was. She says it right out what she wants the thumbnail to be, and YouTube picks it because if you're just talking, you put something new in there, it grabs it.
Interesting, and that makes so much sense. It's just recognized.
And they get the relaxed, genuine pose. Even if you don't like the expression on your face, somebody can tell that it was caught mid-shot.
Interesting.
Yeah. But also that's that thing where they say, is it like 2 to 3 elements or average 3 elements on your thumbnail is kind of visually appealing, as opposed to having too much going on. But it really makes sense that if you're holding something up, it's like, actually, that's a picture because something's going on, isn't it? And it's likely the thing that you are using in your video.
So we all want to do that, grab something. And
if it's part of your story.
Thumbnail.
This is like stuff that Allison made me.
I saw a thumbnail today that I really liked, and this girl has like 92 subscribers, but her thumbnail I thought was really good. I'll see if I can find it in my history.
Well, Jennifer's talking about her thumbnails. I know that, I did that thing in December with the AI, and it gave me this action plan, and it gave me a series, and it gave me the titles and the thumbnails, and it even told me these would work the best, and my click-through rate has been higher. I mean, I had one that had a 17% click-through rate, but most of them have been about 8.99.
Wow. That's huge.
And I know
That's
that, yeah. And there was, I think, something about I don't know. I just know that all the last series I just finished, I think, except for the last one, was all what was suggested from that action plan that Chat GPT gave me, you know.
Mm. Okay, Jennifer. So does YouTube pick your thumbnail for you? No, you make yours. You make yours in Canva, surely.
Mhm.
Because Jennifer's always got titles and it looks intentional, but my titles are better. The thumbnails are really difficult. YouTube is a click and view, click and watch.
Mhm.
It's not a video platform. It's really trying to what a challenge, right? That's the big challenge. You put all the work into the video and we want our thumbnails to do some work for us. Oh, hey, Rosani.
Hi, Rosani.
Okay, you
just
want
on
to show us the
not-
thumbnail, Evie? You were going to
What's
show
that?
us the thumbnail. You were
Well,
gonna
I think it's going to be too small. And if I click on it, it's going to start playing. I left it up. So this girl, she has. Oh, well, I don't want the video to start playing. Then you won't see the thumbnail. It is this one right here, where my finger is next to. Can you see that at all?
Oh, yes.
And she's got a painting in front
you.
of her, and she has some sort of cocktail in front of her, and her title says "Rant and Paint with Me," and in parentheses, "You don't need to be miserable to make art." And I don't know whether it's going to do any good for her or not, but it got me curious because I didn't know she's going to be throwing paint at it because she was slightly inebriated or if she was angry. I didn't know. And she was talking about starving artists, and people think they have to be, into some sort of thing that is illegal it's going to change the way they feel and think, or not eat or not sleep, so they're miserable, so their best work comes out. So I mean, she had a very valid point. She went on a little too long, but I really was like, what's her point? What is she gonna? And she didn't even really, she mentioned it once, but there was no drink in the video at all.
The free version of Canva. I tried the free version. I found I couldn't do much. That's interesting because the main thing that I like the paid version for in Canva is the background remove. So that's probably, and then sometimes when I want elements, like if I wanted like a little red box or something like that to put around some words and you have to go searching in the elements, some of them will be the pro ones. So I do end up by using those as well. So I have to, that's true. There are pro elements that you want to use. And it's quite mean that they have them all down there, that they just really tease you with it in a way, don't they? They're just constantly advertising, well, here are the basic ones. And there might be just, there's some more special ones, I guess, in the pro.
Did you know there's a free background remover?
Absolutely. That's exactly right. Yeah. Is it called background remove or something, is it?
It's BG remover, I think. It's so you go in and remove your background and then just import it into Canva.
Well, that's exactly right. Yep. So maybe, it's it's not too expensive. I think it's like 20 New Zealand dollars, which is probably the cheapest out of all of my subscriptions, which is like $10 US. But gosh, they all add up, don't they? Oh, that's Krista. Yeah. So
that would be a good topic for a show. How many subscriptions do you pay for your channel? Yes. I pay for one. It's YouTube Premium.
Epidemic, is it?
And I paid for that before I started my channel. So
yeah. So why did you have it before you started your channel?
I didn't want commercials.
So I thought your subscription is Epidemic Sound, or are you saying you've got premium YouTube?
Oh, okay. That I paid for once. I'm not paying for that again. I just paid for it outright one time, and I'm not going to keep Epidemic Sound.
Oh, you just did 1 month or 1 year, or?
Well, I didn't. I wasn't decided after the 30 days because when it started, I was still working and I didn't have enough time. So I thought I'll go ahead and let it go this year and then I'll use it. And I don't think that it's worth it.
So do you use
so many people are really not into the music anyway. I mean, I enjoy using it. I think it adds a lot to the video. But then if I watch someone else's video and the sound, the music is too loud, it just becomes annoying. You know what I mean? So I figured I would use it, and when the year runs out, then I'll either find something that's cheaper or I won't use it at all.
It is very expensive.
It is.
Yeah.
It was $119 for a year.
Yeah, to me that's expensive as a retired person.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to pay $6 a month for the Oura Ring application.
And you thought, this is my health, so it's a
yeah. So I just bought the ring that does the same thing, but it's I don't have to pay a membership on it.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah, the music too loud thing, that's so tempting. I've definitely done too loud music on the previous channel that I had, because it's just, I don't know, you get a little bit high on your own supply and you like the song. And if you listen to music a little bit loud sometimes anyway, I think it can be tempting to put it up too loud, but it's just a bad idea, because the other thing too is everyone's got different music taste. And so it needs to be low enough so that if people don't really like this is what I think, don't really like the music, they are going to tolerate it because it's sort of in the background and focused on what you're saying.
And if they're interested in what you're talking about, they really want to hear your voice instead of all the music. So I'm still using it. It's rare that I don't put music on, but as I've used it for so long and I've done a specific search, I've realized that, like, I'll search for with lyrics. It's very limited. Unless you want to get some, it has the E next to it. What does that mean? It's got bad words in it. And it'll have like a lot of, thumping music. And that's not what I really like. But if I go for something specific, every song starts to sound exactly the same. Their sound effects are good. But yeah, I think the music there's a lot of songs, but a lot of them sound exactly the same.
True.
Yeah. Yeah. And as Jennifer says, it is so easy. It's so easy to have our music too loud. And it's like, it depends what you're editing on as well, because I don't know, just, that little finger, like the mouse moving the volume levels up and down. It's hard to judge, I think.
What I do is I will talk through part of it, whether it's a voiceover or I've videoed myself and I decide to take myself out and just use the audio part. I look at how high the waves go on my audio for my speech. And if I'm not talking, I try to match that same height. And then I go, I make it come in slow and go out slow, with the lowered volume. And if I'm talking, I never put it above 3%. So if somebody's really listening, they might hear it, but it's not overbearing. But it's a lot of work to do all that adjusting if you pop in and out of talking and in and out of showing and playing music.
Yeah. The music that you play over your painting videos, and you have like a few songs, how do you sort of like stitch them all together, like with the seamless stitching them together?
I use my Bible verse right smack in the middle. So if it's like a 5-minute video and I've talked for a minute, I place my talking. I usually film myself and then just take the sound out of it because it's more relaxed than me standing here when I'm gotten used to being in front of the camera. But anyway, I'll put that minute of me reading the Bible verse in the middle of it, and then I just put songs on both sides. And
And
I
what
try
about-
not to let the song go longer than a minute and a half. Like I have had some longer, like maybe 6, 7, 8-minute videos. I try not to let a song go longer than a minute and a half in case somebody doesn't like it. They'll hang on and there will be a different one. So it'll be like a minute and a half song, minute and a half song, me talking, minute and a half song, or 1.2, somewhere around in there.
Yeah.
So there's enough variety.
Yeah. Just Jennifer saying her soundscapes are a creative layer to vlogs, to create moments of quiet or pauses. I felt like I had to have nonstop talking. Absolutely. I reckon that's a lovely little break, if you're doing a vlog style, because then people can just get a bit lost. And creators are always like, they work really hard to match the music with what's happening, what they're showing. Goodish. As a viewer, the music makes or breaks it for me, unless I'm watching instructional videos for using software. And you have to really concentrate then, right? Why do you add music if you're talking? May I ask anyone on the panel or in the chat? It's a good question.
Jennifer.
For those pauses, because there are some times when, like right now, I'm thinking about what am I going to say? And I don't think that stuff needs to be over edited so that I look like I'm going, where you've edited out every and every and you're instead of hearing it, they're seeing it. So just leave it to go, hang on, I lost what I was saying. Oh, I got it. And if that little bit of hang on, there's just maybe a little piano key in there. Is it worth it? Probably not, but I've paid for it. I'm going to use it until my subscription runs out, and then I'll run with it. And if I'm like, no, I miss it, I'll find something else.
Yep. So Jennifer is ambience, artistically create in my vlogs to add warmth or joy or curiosity. Yeah, an interesting one, isn't it? The music. I've been too scared to use music because I don't know. I mean, I don't pay for Epidemic Sound. That's just another whole other cost, right? Like I've probably got 5 subscriptions or more on myself. So it's just like, just have to pick your battles there. Most recent Raven short, I added funny music. I just added to the antics of the Raven. Yep. And Mrs. G, I saw Mrs. G did a bloopers video, Gina, and she just had it perfectly. Like she just had her, she was just doing like funny little moments that, hit the cutting room floor. So she just had the right sort of scattery type of music. And she just had like her friends just kind of acting up, goofing around and doing that fast little dancing, sort of running on the spot sort of thing. So she had music on that and that fitted really well. Rosani, I enjoy background music sometimes. Easy to adjust the volume. Yeah.
Tracy's in the chat.
Hello, Ghosty. Can anyone see me? We can see you.
We can see you, Tracy.
We see less of you now, though, Tracy. After your nearly 1 month of no sugar. Go you, girl. And you, Paula, with your desserts.
Well, Tracy's actually the person, I haven't said that in any video yet. Tracy is the person who inspired me to do my 30 days of no desserts. I came out of that meal after eating that big piece of chocolate cake all, full of sugar and thought, ew, gross. And then I remembered Tracy telling me about her sugar-free time. And I thought, okay, yeah, I can do this too.
Yeah.
She got me painting.
She's an inspiration to many.
Yeah. Jennifer, you've got amazing ambience music.
She does. I agree.
So Tracy, you love music. You love music. You love to use music in your videos. We've been talking about using music, and I know I've heard you talk about how that. Did you say it's one of your favorite parts, like searching for the music, like really spending time? I mean, I know that when I used music, when I was using them in my previous channel, I used to really love that, like in Epidemic Sound, and while I was driving and just doing other things, searching for music and then saving it to playlists and things like that, because there's amazing music on there. Oh, there we go. Jennifer, you always come through clearly. Yeah. So what's everyone been doing? What's everyone been doing on their channels? We've got about like 10 minutes to go. What's happening with everyone's channel? So Jennifer is nearly on 1,000. Did I see you on 944 or something today, Jennifer? It's good going.
Mm-hmm. Deserved, well deserved.
Yeah, well deserved.
Absolutely.
Hello, Mrs. G. We've just been talking about, I've been talking about your bloopers. I don't know if you heard your bloopers video that you did. I watched this morning, and how the music just really matched in with everyone like jumping around, and that was a very, very funny video. But yeah, what's happening with everyone's channels?
Ooh, I thought I was going to sneeze. Well, this is not going to be exciting to anyone but me, but I did a jewelry review and got free jewelry and had a really good time. It may not get anything but pity views, but I don't care because I got 3 pair of free earrings and I love them.
Are you wearing them?
I am. I don't want to like stick my ear too far up, but yeah, this is my little bee earring.
Wait. Here we go.
I don't know if you could tell that it's a bee, but yeah, I found these earrings in the catalog, and I thought I never had bee earrings, and I'm 61 now, and I can do as I please, and nobody cares. And so I'm going to get myself some bee earrings.
But did you say that you got them for free?
I did, yeah. I got an email from Julia Jewelry Company, Jeulia, asking me if I wanted to collaborate and get free jewelry, and I'm like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And
so
3 free pair, and I love them, and it was fun too.
Okay.
I felt like a QVC hostess.
Yeah.
If anyone's familiar with QVC, the shopping channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Use a UGC video.
QVC. Thank you, Mrs. G. You know I love my bee earrings.
So what did you have to do? What were the parameters, or what were the requirements?
Just do an honest review and tell how I like the earrings and what I liked about them, and mention how they would make a nice Valentine's Day gift, and that's true. And put in a picture of the earrings. Put the website in the description. That was it. I mean, it was pitiful easy. And I like earrings, so yeah, I'm happy.
Do you wear earrings every day?
Not if I'm just home. If now that I'm retired, I'm home a lot. And I'm still the only one on the screen. Can you bring everybody else back? I'm all by myself.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
You know what? I've literally been looking at your hair looking like it's getting longer. And I was just like looking at you.
Yes, I was looking good there, but if I'm just home doing nothing, no. But if I go out anywhere, I do like earrings. And they had all kinds of jewelry, but I didn't want bracelets or rings because of age spots. The age spots don't get on ears, not yet anyway. So yeah, it was fun.
Paula, have you heard about the girl that was bragging that she can still wear the same size earrings she wore in high school?
No, I love that.
And this is, I heard this reason as a why do women like shoes? And I just heard someone say a long time ago, well, it's because you can put weight on, you can take weight off, but your shoes always fit. So you're going to, like they just always bring you happiness, and you can always wear them.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mike is asking how I know that it is safe, and instead of typing all that, I'll just say it. That's a very good question, Mike. His question says, how do you know the email is safe? I hear a lot of people, where'd that go? I hear a lot of people, something. Let me find Mike's question. A lot of people getting their YouTube channel stolen through false emails. That's a very good question. That is only, the jewelry one is only the 3rd collaboration email I've received. And with each one, I just put in the name of the company and Google scams. like I Googled Julia Jewelry Company scams and nothing came up. And then Julia Jewelry Company, make sure it's real. Yeah. And I got the products. So
I got the treadmill one too, and I thought it was a scam, so I didn't do it.
and that's a valid concern. A couple of people have told me to be careful, and I feel like I am careful. I investigate, like I said, make sure there are no related scams that Google is aware of anyway. Just make sure it's an actual company. So far I'm good. I've got 2 eyeglasses collaboration and the jewelry collaboration, and so far my email hasn't been stolen.
Yeah, because tell me, is it about opening the original email? Can something go wrong if you just click on an email, or is it about the link inside the email?
I started to say I never click on links inside of emails, but that's not true, because when they send me the catalog, I click on the link. Before I click on the link for the catalog, I investigate the company. So
the other thing too is you're supposed to have a separate email address for
yes,
the people the advertisers that email you and people from your channel as versus how YouTube contacts you. Those should be different email addresses so you don't lose your channel if that email gets hacked.
Definitely. One for business inquiries. Absolutely.
And you know what? I'm just thinking back as well when we were talking about thumbnails before, and these slightly imperfect looking ones can stand out, with all the perfect looking thumbnails. But Alexa Saranoia, I've noticed that her current thumbnails got part of it is quite blurry. So I thought, oh, that's interesting. Like that could be a bit of an experiment on her part as well, because, she's obviously intentionally like uploaded that thumbnail. Yeah, these things are always, they're interesting and they're fun to try things out, aren't they?
Well, I doubt she even edits her own videos, so someone else has probably suggested it, right?
Yeah, maybe on the thumbnail, but it's just it's quite rare to see quite a bit of blurriness. I mean, I kind of want to say like a third of it was blurry or something. So, but she would have the final say though, wouldn't she?
Right.
Yeah. What about you, Rhonda? What's happening? What's happening on your channel? So you've just finished doing your series on, it wasn't loneliness. You didn't mention loneliness, did you?
It's about getting out of your comfort zone, changing. Yeah. It was kind of comfort zone.
Yeah.
And I just released the last one today. And so I did a walk and talk in the snow and talked about my anxiety about the snow. It's pretty good. I've got it in my editing queue. And then I have felt for a while to do a video about pre-personal experience or past thing, and had some things that kind of spurred that, someone I talked to. And so I kind of did a video using that and expounding on what this person had asked me. I don't know. I haven't started any editing, anything on that. It's kind of scary for me to put something out that is that personal. I might have to give Miss Evie a call, because I know she's done a few of those because it's scary. But my channel, I'm 31 subscribers away from 1,000. I have about 2,500 watch time hours. And so, I don't know, it's just coming right along.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think we need a video on, everybody has that friend that it's always about them. You can't get a word in edgewise, on how to put the brakes on, kindly.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's always about them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there's another one, I could do a series about that friend, because what about I call them dueling martyrs. They one up and one up and one up. Well, I've had this horrible thing happen. Well, I've had this. It's worse than yours.
Yes.
I've had, or
Yes.
Did you see an old commercial of two men at a public pool? I had a quadruple bypass surgery last. Oh, well, you know what I had? And seriously, the older you get, the more procedures you have done. That's
Yes.
all they talk about.
yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Trying
Oh,
to
did I
one
tell
up
you about
each
my
other.
ingrown toenail?
Let me show you my surgery scar.
Yeah.
My hernia surgery scar.
Yeah, that's not a scar. This is a scar.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Like Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife. This is a knife, eh?
Yeah. And I could even do it in more of a humorous thing about, that friend you have.
You
No, you need to end it with, and Rhonda, end it with, and you know who you are. Knock it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
This is about a hypothetical friend,
yes,
Yeah.
a hypothetical friend.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just, like I said, that's kind of what's going on with my channel. It seems to grow like this, and then it'll do this. I've gotten up to 970 twice, and it'll go back down, and it'll creep back up, and it'll go back down, and
Yes.
the
Up and down saga.
yeah, it just gets to the point to where it's like, I'm just going to create content that I feel like has some value,
Mhm.
and and the rest is out of my hands.
Yeah.
That's right. It'll come.
It comes out the best anyways when you're doing it from your heart.
Right.
No matter what
Mhm.
it is.
Right.
Even if you're angry about something, if it's genuine and it's validated, there it is. It's honesty.
Yeah. And I've heard rants are, I think, the number 3 top videos. It's the first one is, I forget. And then the second one was controversial topics. And the third
Yeah.
one is rants.
People love that stuff.
Yeah.
So you're only
Yeah.
a couple of hundred hours away from the 3,000 on that. What do they call it? That first
500 hours from 3,000. That's tier.
500, 3,000. So yeah, you'll have
Yeah.
to tell us what that's like when you get
Yeah.
there.
Well, I don't
Because
know.
what are they saying that you can do at that first level?
You can have a membership, and you can get super chats and super thanks and all of that sort of stuff at that level.
Right. Are you going to do that stuff?
I don't know. I'll know when I get there.
Yeah.
That's not today. I'm kind of that. Well, if it's not today, I'm not going to. It's none of my business if it's not today.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like super thanks. That would make me feel really funny if I got a super thanks from somebody, or a coffee. That would make me feel really odd.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah. I thought about putting a thing in that says, buy me a coffee, or better yet, a margarita.
That sounds good.
On YouTube, I need one.
Hey, and Rob the Maritimer is nearly at 100K now.
I know.
Is he really?
It's not 99 something. What's his number?
He's close. Yeah. That's pretty.
Oh my gosh. I've been moderating. I'm one of his moderators on his, for me, it's a Wednesday morning, his lives, and it's just getting pretty funky. You know what I mean? Like there's more people getting on there now. So trolls are coming on there now. And it's just kind of like, 98.7 he's on, 418 videos. Oh, and the other thing I'm experimenting with, I've gone back to trying out shorts because like YouTube are talking about pushing out shorts and stuff. And so quite a few of these gurus and stuff, trying to like go, oh, do shorts. So it's like, oh, well, that'll be fun to try again. Krista, I was at 2730 watch hours 4 weeks ago, and now I'm at 5. Oh, right. That's just for the 365 days rolling along. Krista. Bugger. This newer wall. All right, all my darlings, we're at that time, aren't we?
We are.
Let's quickly chuck up Mike's comment. I'm at the halfway monitors, but I do everything off my phone. So I'm a little scared to sign up. I feel like I miss out on a lot not having a laptop. Halfway monitors, do you mean 1,500 watch hours, halfway to 3,000? Okay, there we go. Gina's talking about she's wanting that friend video. That friend. Right. Of course, Gina. Gina's always
Who needs AI? We got this.
Yeah.
Before we go, ladies, could everybody say hello to our dear friend Joshua? He's in the chat.
Oh, Joshua. My brother just got me this newer wall charger. Oh, newer wall chargers.
He has a video about that. Joshua's a dear friend and a good follower.
Okay.
The new one, right.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies.
Amazing. Joshua, did you change your 2026 this year? Was it 2025 last year?
You know what? I should know the answer to that, but I don't. I bet he did change that.
You know what? I have to admit something with Jennifer saying it's cool being a moderator for Rob. You know what? I emailed him and I asked him if he, because I said to Catherine, that's so cool that you're a moderator for Rob. And she just goes, oh yeah, but it's quite a lot because he goes for, talks for 2 to 3 hours. Like his audience doesn't want him to go and everything. And I'm like, oh, I really wish that's like, you're like one of the class hall monitors. I really want to do that job. And she goes, and then you know what she said? She was amazed. Actually, I'll tell you what I did. I emailed him and then I didn't hear anything back from him. And then he had one or two or his third biggest week of 200 and something people on. And I have to say, Catherine, my dear Kiwi friend Catherine, messaged me and said, now will be a really good time to ask Rob because that was full on and I think he needs more people. You're right. So I got on and I go, oh, hi, Rob. I noticed that you had so many people on today. And he comes back like within like a couple of hours and going, yep, sounds great, Karen. I've just made you a moderator. And I was ridiculously happy. Like I just, been given like a little class teacher job or something. So,
you can put people in timeout. So that's what you're doing.
I know. And you know what? I see some of it and everything. And the first time I was doing it, I was going, okay, is that like a timeout? And then they go, is it 5 minutes? Is it 10 minutes? Is it like ban them from the channel? Yeah, so it's quite fun and it's quite funky. But in all honesty, I asked for that job. And, it is a job. It is a job, I have to say. But it's quite a fun one. Okay.
You'll learn a lot just being there that much time.
Yes. Sorry, what did you say, Evie?
I said you'll learn a lot just being there that whole time, just knowing that you're glued to the chair. You'll learn a lot, both from the chatters and him.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You're win-win.
Right. Yeah, let's invite Scott from Suburbs. And just the final little one here. Guys, would you mind if I mention this channel on my website? Yes, you can mention I inspire and coach the over 50s to get involved. Yeah, sure, Dee Dee. Like all our channels are up here.
Absolutely.
I will put everyone's channels in the description box straight away after this loads up. So she's the owner. Nice one. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for spending time with us today. We really, really appreciate you and your contributions. And thank you, ladies.
Have a great weekend.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Karen. Bye, ladies.
Email any of us. If you want to come on, just email us if you're available and want to come on even for a bit of time. So, all right. Hopefully we'll see some of you guys in the chat here next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Thanks, everybody.
Bye. Thank you, Jennifer.